Hey guys, welcome back to another Pauper video. Today we are playing with some Bloomburrow cards. Yes, that's right, you heard me correctly. Bloomburrow is playable in Pauper. Let's just say it's playable. But we have got a spicy one here for you today, and I am excited to show you it, so let's just dive right in. Welcome back, guys. So, as you can see here, we are playing Persistent Petitioners, or Advisors, Typal, whatever you would like to call it. This deck is definitely a spicy one. I've tried it before. I've never managed to play it in a league or in anything to record with because it failed miserably. But I'm excited to try it today. Don't know why, but for those that don't know, Persistent Petitioner is a card that says it's 1 and a blue for a 1/3. 1 tap, target player mills a card. But the last two abilities are much more important. Tap 4 untapped advisors. Target player mills 12 cards. That is so much. So many cards. That's like a lot of life, if you think of a deck as life. And then the last one is a deck may have any number of persistent petitioners. So, as you can see here, we have a lot of persistent petitioners. We have 12 right here. And then for the rest of the advisors, we have a Glistener's Seer, which is a 0/3, which enters with 3 oil counters on it. And you remove an oil counter to scry 1. And the 2 new additions from Bloomburrow are also advisors. So you have Pond Prophet, which is a 2 mana 1/1. When it enters, draw a card. That's basically it. It's a frog advisor, and it looks cute as hell, not gonna lie. And then the last one is Bellowing Crier. This is a 2 mana 2/1. When it enters, draw, then discard. So we're running 4 Pond Prophets and 3 Bellowing Criers. I could see a 4/4 split, but the reason I'm not is I've got 2 Gnaw to the Bones in here because it's a nice way to gain life. Because you can actually, if you are against say mono red, you end up generally finding a lot of persistent petitioners in your hand and stuff. You have 12 of them, so you can actually mill yourself for 12 and then gain a bunch of life, so you just don't die. So having that game against aggro decks is pretty key. But then after that, basically the rest of the stuff is it's literally just changelings. So you've got 4 Universal Automaton, 4 Moth Dust Changeling, which can basically you can tap a creature to give your 1/1 Moth Dust flying. If you're going to attack, I guess it's okay. But more importantly, you've got Masked Vandal as well. This is a card that basically, it's a changeling anyway, so you play it, and it's obviously one of the most well-known changelings because it's really good against Affinity. But we also have Generous End, which also doubles up as lands, but also helps feed the Masked Vandal, which is quite nice, and also the Gnaw to the Bone. So, and that's basically the deck, is you effectively try and play as many advisors as possible, and then effectively you mill your opponent like 3 or 4 times and they just die. That's it. Most decks either mill themselves, like Terra or Dredge, and then other decks try and draw loads of cards anyways. Quickest Affinity, Brood Scale. So you're kind of just hoping to get them. You only have to end up milling them like 3 to 4 times maybe, so that's not that bad with this many. Like we would like, preferably you'd like another 1 mana advisor, but there just isn't really one that's decent. So yeah, the mana base is pretty straightforward. It's just a bunch of islands, 2 forests, 2 landscapes that searches for the forest and island, 2 Tangle Islands you can get for the Generous End, and then the spicy card, which is a Seraph Sanctuary, which is a land that says whenever it enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. But more importantly, it's whenever an angel enters the battlefield, you also gain 1 life. You have quite a few changelings. So you've got the 4 Moth Dust, the 4 Universal, and the 4 Masked Vandal. So you have a potential to gain 12 here. Won't happen very often, but you do have the option to gain life early. So that's why I'm running them as a 2 of, because there's not much mana requirements here. Like the Pond Prophet is probably the most awkward, but I'm sure it'll be fine, right? And then moving on to the sideboard here, we have 3 Moments Peace if we need to fog for a little while, 2 more Gnaw to the Bones when we need to gain life, 3 Hydroblast for the red decks, 3 counter spells, just again in case we're against combo or something. And then the spicy card in the sideboard, which I do love, is 4 spell stutter sprites. Again, you have a lot of changelings, which also count as angels, they count as advisors, and they also count as fairies. So you do end up getting counter some quite high numbered stuff. So that's what I'm really excited to try out. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do want to get the deck, you can check out Manatraders and check out the link in the description below. Additionally, I am also trying out a new software to speed up the videos so they make them shorter for you guys at home to watch. So if you do enjoy that, and if it is okay, please let me know in the comments below, or just message me and give me feedback. It'd be greatly appreciated. Anyways, that's enough for that, and let's dive right into the games. Hey guys, welcome back here to round number 1. We are on the play, which is fine. I think this hand seems keepable. Let's hope we're against Affinity with the double Mass Vandal start, I guess. But I don't really know what I would like to verse. So we're going to play Tangled Islet. And then we'll play Bellow Crier. And we sort of just want to keep hitting land drops. Keep hitting advisors. Island. I'm assuming this is Terra. No hard removal is pretty good for us, I guess. Like, obviously, we've only really got boomerangs and stuff. And the fact that, in theory, we should be able to just produce a bunch of guys. Like, I guess this is awkward. Moth Dust Changeling. Moth Dust Changeling. Bellow Crier. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm just going to discard the Islet. And then I can play Seraph, play Mass Vandal, play Moth Dust. Or if I draw something else, I can play Island, play Moth Dust, and then something else, assuming it's blue. We have very few green cards, to be fair. But they don't flip this. I think I would like to get the Seraph out as quick as possible. Just because, obviously, we've got Changelings, so gaining life is probably useful. It buys us time against the Delver. And that's sort of all we can hope for. I feel like if they do attack, I will block. Getting this off the field is probably pretty good. Pun Profit! Okay. We're going to play Seraph. And then I'm gonna play... I guess this also can get flying. So I'm gonna play Mass Vandal. Hi. Hi. Yeah, that's right. Give me that one life. Yeah, boy. Yeah, look at my life. I'll attack, right? I'm attacking every day until next week. Let's go. Frog coming in. We've got this. Let's go. Damage. Imagine if we win by damage. And then next time we can play Pond. Yeah, we can play Pond Prophet here off Forest Island. And then if we draw a blue card like a Persistent Petitioner or something like that, we could still play that off Seraph and Tangled Islet. Then we'll delve a Spell Pierce. You got it. Ah. Super unlucky. Thought Scour again. Ponder Spell Pierce. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ponder, 6. If we find a land here, then go Land Terror. This would be a perfect time for us to get a Petitioner as well. Land Terror. I'm assuming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can play Land Terror. They just mill themselves even more. Let's go. Doing our job for us. I'm assuming they're not attacking. Persistent Petitioner. So we're going to play this land here. Play a Pond Prophet. Persistent Petitioner. Gain a life. And I am going to attack. I'll get aggro. So aggro! And see how we get on. The trade. Okay. And then we'll call it there. Ponder A. Let's see what they end up doing. I like how they were scared of the bellowing crier, but I guess it was a 2-1. So we do need a Persistent Petitioner and them not to be able to counter it, because that's kind of our route to victory here. Terror, sure. Well, there goes our attacking. It looks like they don't have anything, but they also have counter spell up. Well, there it is, nice and on time. Let's play this out. Probably get an island here. I feel like I don't want to play this. I'd like to wait till I can play 2. So I think I just tap this, give his flying, and attack for 1. If they boomerang this or something, which I don't think they will, but they could. Sort of helps. Because we would be able to play the Persistent Petitioner. So here they have a Terror. We'll probably just take this one. I imagine they have quite a lot of interaction. So I'm hoping to either get double Persistent Petitioner or more things to be able to make them sort of resolve. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we only run 18 lands. Cryptic 7 is scary. We run 19 lands, so Cryptic 7 is scary, that's fine. 19 lands, so we've got 11 left in the deck. Chances are quite pretty high to we just take the 5 here. Chances are pretty high to draw another Persistent Petitioner so that one of them can resolve. Bellowing Crier. I'm fine playing that. They might counter this. They do not. Well, I would like all of these. So do we wait a turn? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. Problem is though they could have 2 counter spells in 4 cards, and that's the problem. I think I've just got to pass here, right? And I think I'm taking 11, and then I'm going to play 2 Persistent Petitioners, and then I'm going to block mill 12, and then hopefully, hopefully basically just start chump blocking, while also making them mill 12 to maybe keep a flow going. Could also block 1 here, which might be pretty good, pretty worthwhile. Like block 1 here with a Pond Profit. We're gonna, oh my god, that's so good. That is perfect. So we just take 11 here, go to 8. Yeah, I think this is much better. I guess I could have Affle Dodge. I'll block 1. Take 5. Well, if I knew I was going to draw another one, we're going to play that, play that. And then we are going to pass the turn. And we're probably going to block one of them, at least. Twist. Our opponent has just said twist. So, surprise. They have, what, 32 cards? They have 32 cards. We're milling them 12 here. So their response is draw 2. I like it. So they basically need to kill us as quick as possible, so they're probably looking for something like Artful Dodge, which hopefully we can get them dead. So here we want to... We're going to boomerang our guy. So we want to choose them, target this, 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 and I guess this, and then block with these 2, right? Okay, so then we mill 12. So we take 5 here, go to 9. Boomerang's fine. And they mill 12 here. 2, 6, 7. Yeah. We block 1. And then, so we block 1, that leaves 4 guys. We might be actually just a little bit off. We block here. We die. So taking this and then we have an Artful Dodge in the bin. No Artful Dodge in the bin. Okay. So block that, take, go to 4. And then we're free. Gnaw to the bone. Well, that's a potential change. So do we mill ourselves? So we can play one of these. The one that they know about. It doesn't really matter. So, and then we can mill ourselves 12 here, and then just gnaw to the bone. Tap 4 advisors. Mill ourselves 12. And then we'll gain a bunch, hopefully. With 13 creatures in the bin. Yeah! So, best way forward here is probably look at taking this 16, and then sort of look at going from there, and then we can look at playing Petitioner or not the bone, depending on what to do here. So, sort of what the plan is. Because we're on 16. Oh Jesus, that's a lot of threats. Yep. Yep. You keep playing threats, I guess. The problem is we sort of need to... I'm just going to take this. That's no problem. No problem whatsoever here. That's fine. We're on 30. It's annoying that we had to use the mill to sort of survive, I guess. Land is not great. So we will play this. See if they want to counter this. They likely will. Yep. And they're swinging for 5, 10, 15, 21. So I guess we look at passing the turn. Oh. So we can make the mill 13 here. And then a boomerang something. They're going to brainstorm. I guess I'm supposed to gnaw to the bone now. With 14 creeks in the bin. Hopefully they don't have a spell pierce. This is what I'm hoping for. No! Oh! Oh no! Oh no! I didn't play the land. Okay. Alright. Can't pay for that. Oh! Wow. I got not playing the land. So I'm 14. So we have to block 2. So this and this. Which is really annoying because well, we need they get a consider, okay. And they are considering. Surveil it, put it in the bin, put it in the bin, put it in the bin. They kept it on top. And they're considering again. What? That's crazy. I guess if they get an artful dodge, right, is sort of their plan. So now they're on 12 cards exactly. We basically just go block, 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 block. Mill 4. You're on 0 cards, your turn. Do they have double boomerang? So this is fine. It's if they have a second boomerang here. They do not. Right, okay. Yep. So we go block. Yep. Block, 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 block. Okay. Mill 12. You're on 0 cards in deck. Yeah! Let's go! Our opponent said, shouldn't have used that consider. Big brains. Big brains. Look at that. So I think ultimately Moment's Peace seems fine. I also think something like Counterspell could also be fine. So I think we don't need Knot the Bone. I think Jerisen's actually not the worst because we can actually just play it out. We can obviously cut 2 Mass Vandals as well. That's 2. I think we probably don't need all the Counterspells. And then just cut another Mass Vandal. Yeah, I think not touching the Petitioner count and not touching the 1-drops seems like a really important part of the deck, to be fair. I think this seems fine. Delver's pretty scary. I guess I just pass here. And then we will end step. They're probably going to flip this now. Oh, why? Got a feeling they're going to blind flip it. They do not. Okie dokie. So we're going to just end of turn. Double Delver, huh? Oh. Yep. So end of turn Generosent here. Excuse me. Get a Tangled Islet. Really good, obviously, for the Moment's Peace. Tangled Islet. Draw. Seraph, huh? I'm fine playing the Seraph here to gain 1. I'm going to play the Bellow Crier anyways. They're going to Force Spike me. They are not. Moth Dust is pretty good. Allows us to play Petitioner plus Moth Dust. So they're going to Delver flip. I'm assuming they're going to flip here. Or if not, they're going to Brainstorm to make it flip. They flip on a Lorien. Right, okay. They've got 5 cards in hand. 1's a Lorien. They Lorien to get an island. And then they play the island. And then away we go. They ponder. Okay. This is fine if they take this as a setup turn as well, because we get to go Petitioner plus Moth Dust. We are under a lot of pressure though. Hitting for 6 a turn is pretty big, so we do also need to get this Tangled Islet out there pretty quickly. I probably should have got Forest as well instead of the Islet. I expected to be not draw a 1-drop, so that meant my turn 3 was going to be playing the Tangled Islet. And that might still be the case, but I'm not wholeheartedly convinced. I chose not to shuffle. I think I'd rather play Petitioner out here than the Islet. Then I'm going to play Moth Dust. Moth Dust obviously blocks. and also gains us a life, which is quite nice. I'm not blocking, so may as well attack. See how we get on. They're gonna hit us for 6, but it's a 9. It looks like here. I really need to get the advisors online pretty soon. And if we draw another 2-drop as well, I need to play this island out as well. I really should have got this to be a forest, the way this game's actually turned out. I'm not going to block, I don't think. Draw 3, and then they're going to pay 2 for a boomerang. Okay. And then swing for 6. Sure. Okie dokie. So again, another reason here, if we played the forest, we could have played the forest out as well. Counter spell, huh? I feel like I want to play the prophet out here, and then play the islet, because we're on 9. I need to I do need to play it. Prophet. Draw a card. Moth dust, huh? Again, I'm not blocking. If I'm blocking with a moth dust, it's next turn, not this turn. So counter spell, Petitioner, moth dust. So next turn our turns could be pretty planned out here. You could play both of these. Ace, you could also leave up counter spell or moments piece as well. That's pretty good. And that'll sort of end. Well, sort of be where we're looking at going to end. So then it hits for 6 plus a 3 as well. Hopefully they tap out here. Okay, that's fine. 3 cards in hand. Okie yeah. Maybe we need to get to a point where we can actually play counterspell plus moments piece while also have Petitioner up. Island. So we're going to play the Petitioner. Yeah, I'm going to turn off, right? I'm going to play the Petitioner. Hello, Petitioner. Moth dust. So we got a 4. We don't die of 1. So we can make 1 flying and then block this. So I think that's fine. We can mill 12. Let's see what to do here. So I'm at upkeep. I think I'm probably upkeep, right? Upkeep moments piece. Nice. The fact that resolved in upkeep is fantastic for us. Because now it means that we can mill 12 and not care. So there is other lists that run like a card called Dramatic Reversal, I think it's called. Deep Analysis. Snap. Let's take that. You can draw some cards. I don't care. We're going to mill you 12 here. So we're getting 24 cards out of them. That's close to being lethal. Mill 12. Whee! 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this works out. Play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Play this. And then my moments piece again. In their upkeep. We have a way to survive as well, which is also nice. Even if they do counter either this or this. But we do this in upkeep so that the extra card could potentially be a counter spell. Whee! I am going to cast this with flashback and make it so you prevent all combat damage. And hopefully that should be enough. Resolve, 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 resolve. Please. I've also just realised we milled over an Echo and Truth. That would have been pretty scary here. In response to this, I'm going to tap 4, target you. And 2, 3. So do I do this? 4. And then I block this. So if this gets countered. So if they have a counter spell, it's fine. I think I have to mill 4. Mill 12. And then I'm assuming they're going to counter spell. If they have double spell pierce, then that's bad. Yep. Return to hand. Just resolve. It resolves. Let's go. So 1, 2, and 2. So if we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's pretty awkward. Unfortunately. The amount of cards are on and all that sort of stuff. They're going to flashback a brainstorm. Okay. So we need 2 activations, basically, is what we're after. And that's fine. So you play an island, that's no problem. And then they don't attack. Then we play this. 3, 4, 5. And I think if we draw another guy, we can go tap this, give this flying, block, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that works all right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Island is definitely not a good draw. Persistent Petitioner. They might have a count. They don't have a counter spell. There's a play a land here, and I pass. Right. Got 16 cards. And then a boomerang again. I'll tap this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. But if they have a boomerang on here, is the problem? Well, I guess we obviously have a counter spell, so they have to have boomerang plus. Consider. Keep going. Surveil. Put it in the bin. Put it in the bin. Put it in the... Yay! Wait, what? They actually put a terror in the graveyard. Okay, I guess they are on 5. So they're looking for an answer for these. Let's attack. Well, they're going to attack. All out, eh? Not with this. I mean, okay. So, we're going to tap this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to block 1, right? Echo and Truth for this. Counterspell. Do they have a counterspell as well? No! So, I have to target my cell here. 2, 3, 4. Try and get a moment's peace, please. Moment's peace. Ho! Ho! Let's go! Let's go! Play 2, you're out, people! Oh, that's hilarious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. My moth dusts are back. The problem is, we are 1 card off killing them, right? That's what makes it worse. So, our opponent's very much on the... But also the... Oh! I've just realised he bounced the moth dust to gain life. Oh my god, that's insane! So we don't actually die to these anymore. Oh, that was incredible. Oh, that's hilarious. Let's go! The mill 12. Oh, it's broken. It's broken. Right, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So we get to mill them 13 here, right? So we get to tap mill a card, mill 4. Obviously, if they have like a boomerang or interaction here, it's pretty... Right, that's fine. If they just have more threats, that's perfectly fine. So, I'll tap this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just block 1, just in case they have like a random... So block. I give this flying. And then I block here. Block here. Okay. Then I go tap 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You mill 12. Mill yourself 12, sir. And mill yourself your last card. This is my last card in their hands, Campfire. Let's go! Persistent petitioners. This is so funny. I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a whale of a time. I don't know if you are enjoying watching this, but this is sick. Let's go! Honourable death. Honourable death. Hilarious. Yay! Woo! See you guys for round number 2. Hey guys, welcome back here to round number 2 here. We are on the play and we definitely can't keep an all-hander. As much as we love a good hand with a lot of persistent petitioners in, we obviously cannot keep that. So, this is, okay, this is fine. We can keep this and we can bottom probably the North of the Bone, to be honest, because we can, realistically, we can just shuffle for an island here. We could also just play Moth Dust into playing Persistent Petitioner, which I sort of don't hate, to be honest. We're into red deck, always good to see, and they Galv Blasted our Moth Dust changed it. Okay. I'm going to play the Glistener Seer, and I'm going to play the Bountiful Landscape, then we're F6. So I could get a forest here off the Battlefall. I could. Okay, so we're against Madness. Is that? So I'm going to fetch an island here, and then use the Generous End to fetch a forest. Fetch an island. I'm gonna scry here. Moth Dust, huh? I think Moth Dust's fine to keep on top. Then we'll draw it. We will Generous End, get a forest, and then we'll play a Persistent Petitioner. But then next time we can play both of these and then have 4 guys to mill 12. Deadly Dispute, well, I really don't know what they're doing here. Must be on like the mana base makes me think Affinity, but like a red-black Affinity, unless they've just drew all the red-black card like lands. Well, this works out. So I'll Mass Vandal because it's much better than playing the Persistent Petitioner. And we can get rid of the Drossforge. Exile and the Generous End. This is why I like to run the Generous End anyways, because it really does help with this sort of thing. And then we can mill them 12. I'm assuming they are on Affinity here. And they're just like, yeah, they're just like a Grix Affinity, but with a slower start. Like a weird start. Cast down. Mill you 12. Yeah, so they are fully Grix Affinity. Can we draw another 1-drop? We'll do a Seraph. That's fine. Another one. So mill 2 refurbs, ammunitions, double Kenku, and they've used a Galv Blast and a Cast Down, so they're likely, and they're drawing 2 cards, okay. And they have another Galv Blast, huh? There are 19 cards left in deck. Toxin Analysis in the main. Okay. So I could scry here. I don't hate. Yeah. What that? Draw a card. Another Glistener Seer, sure. And then we'll just attack for 2. I know it seems silly when you're on the mill plan, but you might as well. There's no reason not to. Totally fine. Galv Blast. So that's 3 Galv Blasts they've seen. Obviously, I know we're milling them anyways, but... And then the Cast Down in this one. They really don't want us to scry. Keeping our count low. We're going to draw a Bellow Crier here, and I won't be able to... I'm going to keep the forest in case we do draw a Bellow Crier. Whatever it's called, a Bellowing Crier. But... Thoughtcast. We'll get to the point where literally we'll just mill 12 and then they'll die. Iron Enforcer, sure. Have another one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So they've used all 4 Galv Blasts and then they have a Cast Down they've used. I can attack and fly for 1, but I don't think I really want to. The likelihood is they might have 1 Cast Down. Yeah. So now if they don't find a Cast Down and we get a Advisor here, we mill their entire deck. Crackle Challenger. Spellbomb, okay. We literally need to activate it 1 more time. They've got 12 cards left. And then we'll need to sacrifice 3 things here. They have 3 things to sacrifice, to be fair. There are 11 cards, another Mana Enforcer, sure. Give this flying. Means this survives. And they get a hit for 1. Yep, they're on 10 cards. Die. I don't know why they sacked the Mana Enforcer, but I guess they didn't want to sack a land. But all is well. They have got 10 cards left, huh? We'll play another Seraph, might as well. And we will attack for 1. Come on, opponent. And then we'll attack for 1. We're not blocking here because we want to keep the advisor count quite as high as we possibly can here. They're going to 9 cards here. Refurb, we just got a forest. Another Mana Enforcer, huh? Yep. Draw spell. 4, 8, 10. So I kind of need to just pass the turn here. Going to 8 cards left. I take 10, go to 4. And I think we're likely dead. Double Mana Enforcer. You're telling me there's a chance? 2. That was annoying. So I think they've shown that the removal's all red. Crackland Shaman. Galvanic Blast. All that sort of stuff. I think that's fine to board in. I don't know if we want Spell Stutter. I probably not, but it's a bit annoying that we only needed 1 mil, but I think that's okay. Do we need any Gnaw to the Bones? Probably not. Do we just go 3 Hydros and call it a day? We don't want any counter spells, right? Let's try this out. See how this goes. All we can hope for. And let's take the play. So we have Moth Dust, Moth Dust. I think we keep this and then we scry this. Do we scry this for a forest or a tangled islet? I'm thinking islet. I'll do this now just to save time. And then we'll go Moth Dust. Play this. Go Moth Dust. We are hoping for something like a Mass Vandal, as many Mass Vandals as possible, because it really does screw them over a little bit. Island, Wellspring. Okie dokie. Draw. There's a Mass Vandal. Do we wait for a red source or a black source here? Because Island we don't really care about, right? I think I'm just going to go Petitioner, Moth Dust, Pass, and then I can go Automate into Petitioner here, or Mass Vandal into Automaton, depending on what they do here. I'm really hoping they just get tap lands. Obviously we can use the Generous End. So if they go red black tap land here, they go black for a swamp. Basic swamp, huh? Interesting. But we just need to cut them off red more than anything. Wait, what have I done there? We made my graveyard mahoosive. And there we go. Wellspring, sure. Refurb, huh? Am I supposed to discard a Petitioner here? Makes the most sense, right? So, do I just exile a land? I feel like makes the most sense, right? And we'll pass. Yep. You've got your red land. You got it. You're attacking for 2. Yep. I don't particularly care. 1, 2, 3, 6. Well, 12. Pass down this. Am I gonna get screwed for milling a Petitioner? Because it definitely seems that way. Not like there's 12 in the deck, or 10 left. Jesus. I maybe should have kept this as well. Yeah, I think the deck probably does actually need another one. If they're a Crackland Shaman. If they have a Crackland Shaman, we're just dead here. I'm just gonna F6. If I say a Crackland Shaman, yep. And a Murder Enforcer shot. Yep. Yay! We got another one. And then we will pass. 12. I think 12 puts them to, okay. 10, 17 cards. Galv Blast Me Guy. Or Red Element Blast Me Guy. Who's that a player? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll leave these so they can tap themselves in case they do end up playing a Crackland Shaman. This is fine. You're swinging for 6. Swinging for 4. Okay. Yep. And we're hoping to draw another Persistent Petitioner. That's literally all we want to draw now at this point. We have our setup for all our advisors. We literally just need Persistent Petitioners and then potentially Mass Vandals to sort of slow the clock down a little bit. But no, we keep drawing islands. So there's no point in playing this island in case we draw a Bellowing Crier, so we can draw a discard a card. Yeah. One of them things. Might as well attack for 1. We'll probably block this with a Changeling, with this Automaton. We're on 3 cards in hand. 3. Bring back Crackland Charm and Murder Enforcer. Great. Just what I need. Don't even wait to draw a card. What the hell? 1, 2, 3. Let's tap this. Can I have flying? And tap this. Didn't even want to draw a card. I feel like I might have to block here. Oh, they're not attacking anyways. Sure. Can I draw something good? So we block here, take 6. An island here. We're always at 1 mil off. That's so frustrating. Especially against Grixis Affinity, we're always 1 mil off. Maybe we obviously need some sideboard hit, like 4 Mass Vandals main is clearly not enough. You got it. See you guys for the next one. Welcome back, guys, to round number 3 here. We are on the play. Can we keep a one-lander? If we play, I'm actually going to keep this. I don't know how good... Oh, God, don't do that. Ah, where? I'm on the draw anyways, clearly. Clearly on the draw. I'm just not going to press a button. Right. Always great to start on the draw when you're actually on the play. Didn't draw land anyways, so it's all good. We have... Let's just say here we're against Grixis Affinity yet again. So we're going to upkeep, try and find a land. This does count as a land. We'll top that and draw. I'm going to play Glistener Say number 2. And then I'm going to play Bountiful, I think. And play... Do I play Automaton here? I think so. Because then I can just... I can sack this for a green at a later date. Pick up Wellspring, that's fine. Refurb. We're gonna discard a Glistener Seer. Bottom. I guess we'll just shuffle this, make a green, and then get a green source, and then do this. Bottom. Another one. Okie dokie. So we're gonna look at getting rid of this red source here. And then hopefully this red source. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Double Grixis Affinity is pretty sad. As well. Have a rebuke. Goodbye. Goodbye, blue sauce. Red sauce. Okay, okay. You may Galv Blast whatever you want. Oh, you got a blood token? Okay. Discarding a land. Okay. So deadly dispute. Sure. And then we'll look at getting rid of this Drossforge bridge as well. Hopefully. Assuming they don't play another. Okay. I actually think if that's the case, we'll exile a Manatraders here. I guess I'm gonna block here and then scry. I do want another land. I just need lands at this point really, because I want to start casting multiple 2-drops. I want to draw for turn. Mass Vandal. Exile another Manatraders. Exile a Manatraders here. Black. 1. Deadly Dispute this way. Go. We'll leave this in the graveyard for the next Manatraders that we're obviously going to draw. And we're going to try and scry. Double scry here, find a second land here so we can play Prophet and Petitioner. We'll take 6. If they've got double Galv Blast, they've got double Galv Blast. Oh, look, they've got double Galv Blast. Let's go. Try that again. See what happens. Let's go. Can't keep a one-lander. We learned from last time. We can keep this. We bottom. I think we just bottom the Hydro, right? Unfortunately. We're gonna play Forest here. Pass the turn. And you'll to end step and then Generous End. Play top land. Entangled Islet here. May as well play this, and then next turn we can play another one in a Tangled Islet. Yep. And I will scry here because I want something. Probably action, not lands. That counts as action. Draw. Bellowing Crier, and then we'll probably ditch the Sanctum, or if we draw a... I think we ditch the Sanctum, right? Sanctuary, sorry. We can play both Seer plus Crier here, which I think I'm fine with overall. I need to find multiple more Petitioners. I'll scry now, keep. I could also play Glistener Seer, Petitioner, and Mill. Is that better? I think that's better actually. So we'll play. We play Crier plus Petitioner. No, we'll play Petitioner. We'll play Seer, and then we'll pass. And then we'll see what to do here. Deadly Dispute. It's fine. Oh dear. Do you have a removal spell for my Petitioner? Or are you going to tap out for something else? Blood Fountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that? 3, 4, 5, 6. Bark. Oh. You're going to sack three things here. Sack 1 thing, sack 2 things, sack 3 things. Maybe so with that, huh? Female 12. Murder Enforcer. Frogmite. Go. Draw. Froggy power. And then we got Bellow Crier, hope to draw a land. Discard a land. And then we have Moth Dust, hopefully. We then draw a Petitioner. And then we have 4 advisors to start again. Pond Prophet is insane. Look at it go. It's broken. When you get to the point where we draw like everything, all the lands in like things of 2 is where we need to be. So you want to see 4 lands, and then you want to see 6 lands, but you also then don't want anything else. So we've played 2 Criers here, so I'm going to play this out, and then I'm going to play this land out, because the chances of drawing the 3rd Bellowing Crier are pretty low. So the problem is now, though, they can also just Blood Fountain back a Crackling Shaman here, and that's sort of their turn. Okay. Yep. 2. Gacy, Jesus. Yep. Crackling Shaman is definitely a card that we need to avoid and have answers for. Okay. Persistent. Oh, come on, man. I know I said I want in like things of 2, but Jesus. Like when I'm discarding lands, get the picture. I clearly do not want lands. 5, 9, 13. We're probably gonna have to block here. So we'll block here. Go to 8. And then we need Pond Prophet into... We need Pond Prophet into a Persistent Petitioner here. Yep. Now we're just dead, right? So we block here, take 8. Or we go block here, block here. Take 4. And then can't win next turn. Because you have to triple block. We'll just see, guys. Next one. Welcome back, guys, to round number 4. We can keep this hand. This hand's totally fine. We are on the draw, which is okay, but we also don't really want to verse Grixis again. Okay, so mono blue. So now at this point, we just need Persistent Petitioner. The good thing about against mono blue Terror, which I'm assuming is what this is you don't actually need many. You only need like 1 or 2 Persistent Petitioners because they don't really have a way of killing it. The natural flip is probably going to be annoying. Yeah, it's fine. Because you just need 1 to resolve. And that's the main thing. So I might, if I draw a Persistent Petition here, I likely will play it over any of these. Because it's just then on the board. And then I can try and squeeze in extra. Yeah. And I can squeeze in extra, so I'm looking for. Extra advisors. Generous. Not ideal, but is what it is. We'll play the Pond Prophet. Just a turn late, but it's all good. We'll attack for 1 here. So I'm sort of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm hoping I either just tap out for a Terror here or something along them lines. Just tap low so we can get this Persistent Petitioner out. It's a shame, obviously, to Persistent Petitioner and get boomeranged, but it's all good. It should be all good. Yep. And there's a Terror. Go. And then hit for 3. That's fine. Ideally, if we get a 1-drop here, it'd be good. Another Moth Dust, an Automaton. Sanctum, huh? I think we just play a Persistent Petitioner here, and then play the Tangled Islet. Sets ourselves up the best, I think. They're on 45 cards too. So do we just take 8 here, go to 6, and then start blocking this? The only issue is there, if that's the game plan, is Artful Dodge is a card that can obviously try and dupe us, as it were. They have 4 cards in hand, including an island. 5 cards in hand, including an island. Gonna play their island. And they've got 4 cards. Another bomb. In a counter spell, I'm guessing. Yep. So we'll take 8 here and hope they don't have an Artful Dodge next turn. Because we can block both of these, or block both of these, or whatever the case may be. Seraph. Gain a life. And then we'll start with Bellowing Crier. Draw and discard. probably a land here. And then we'll play a Mass Vandal. Gain a life, go to 8 out of this. Okay. Yep, we don't have a target, so that can fizzle. And game 1 here. So we can go block, take 3 here. But then don't have... we can block that take... No, can't block that take 8. I would have liked the extra buffer being... Memory Mystic is slightly annoying. So we're going to block here. So I could block there, mill myself 12 to try and find a Gnaw to the Bone. That could work. How many more activations do I need? 12, 24. We need another 2, so we probably do need to mill ourselves here. Right? Okay. I got play mills 4. Gnaw to the Bone, please. Let's go. We do not hit a Gnaw. That is pretty sad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Block here, got a 4. That's the game plan. It's not looking hopeful. They had a very quick clock with the insect elaboration. But we have counter spells plus Gnaw to the plus Moments Piece, right? Swing with this as well, or not? Yeah. So let's block here. Okay. Back myself. I really need to find a Gnaw to the Bone here. And have it Mass Vandal. I could also just play this Generous End, right? Doesn't really achieve anything now, but 2 cards in hand. I'm assuming one of them is some sort of counter spell. And they're just holding up mana. Okay. I'm gonna Forest Cycle this. Find a forest. I don't have a forest. I don't have a land. Okay. No. Not to the bone, please. 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 Was I a card off? No. I won't find out. So Gnaw can go. I want Moments Piece plus Counterspell. All seem fine. Then we don't want Mass Vandal either. 6 for 6. Oh, we did so well round 1, but it's just failed miserably. No. Okay. Got a fast clock with the Delver, but it's all good. But we're looking hopeful. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. We are solid. They're on the 6. Let's go. We're on the play. We've got this. Moth Dust. And go. We got this. Don't play a Delver. Don't play a Delver. Ha. Do I just play Pond Prophet here? The answer is yes. Generous End, huh? May as well attack for 1. So, what was try to think, how do we best... Yeah, that's fine. The deep analysis, sure. Into Ponder. Look at that setup. Go play Tangled Islet here. Unless we draw an island. If we draw an island, we'll just play Island Petitioner. And then we'll just look at Enten. Petitioner. Then attack for 2. Yeah, look who's the aggro now. Obviously me, clearly. And then we'll just look at playing Petitioner into Generous and get an Islet, unless we draw a 1-drop, right? Or if we draw a basic land, we will just double Petitioner here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then play Cryptic Serpent here. I would like them not to play a threat this turn, just because it works out. I would like to at least mill them 12 before they play a threat, or mill them 12 as they're playing a threat, because it works out quite nicely, because then you have to mill 4 times. So if we mill 4, they attack 4. They really do. Now I can play a Terror here. I'd like just 1 turn off. I'd like a basic land here so I can double Petitioner. That also works, right? So we get a forest here. Forest, Automaton, Petitioner. And then pass. And then we can take 5 here. And then we can mill 12 end of their turn. And then play double Petitioner next turn. And that will put us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So we'll take 5. Taking 5. You mill 12. 31, huh? So I'll play. I think I'll play Persistent Petitioner plus Moth Dust, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I play it like this because then I can block plus activate a mill. So they mill 13 cards this turn. And then we also get to block it. 6, 12, 17. So even if they have Artful Dodge, we don't die. They didn't mill an Artful Dodge, right? No. And they've got 4 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to block. Need to block 2, right? We actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can block 1 here, take 11. I don't hit. Block 1 here. I don't need to do this now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't need to do this now. I'll just take that. 4. Jump. Let's see what they do. 4. Demon Inferior or something? 3 for a Demon Inferior. Or a Persistent Petitioner. You mill a card. 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I play this 1, 2, 3, 4 mill 12. Double activate. Second from top or bottom. I guess we go second from top. Target player mills 4, 2, 3, 4. I guess we now just got to hope that they don't have Artful Dodge in the deck. Because we'll obviously be milling it. We got 17. There is no Artful Dodge there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we need to survive a turn. So we're basically just hoping they don't have Artful Dodge at all. Obviously, it shouldn't matter from combat, but it's just in their hand or on top of their deck. I can obviously beat Boomerang. Counterspell here. 1, 2, 3. So we got block, 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 like so. Target you. 1, 2, 3. You mill 12. You down have 4 cards, and then we still have 4. Mill yourself 2. Okay. I don't really understand what the purpose of that is, but okay. Ha! I got you. Cool. Easy. Woo! Let's go. So we need to hope that they don't have Delver again and that we have a fast start again. Not too much to ask, is it? We're on the draw. I actually think we can keep this, you know. Might be a bit crazy, but I think we should be able to keep this. Especially if we draw a land off this thing here, we should be even better. Bloomburrow. Bell and Cry and a Moment's Peace, which is a pretty easy discard, but also Moment's Peace is pretty good in this matchup. So we'll see. We'll see how we get on. We did not draw a land, so we will cycle this for Forest. I don't think we need to get an Islet here. I could play Islet and play Moth Dust, but I feel like playing Pond Prophet's probably better. And then if we draw a land, we can, as long as it's not a Forest or a Sanctuary, we can Persistent Petitioner a Moth Dust. And that's sort of the hope. Come on. Maybe in a matchup like this, we should have sideboard Dramatic Reversal. The untap all non-land permanents or whatever it is. So we should have Pond Prophet. If they want to counterspell that, that's fine. Assume they wouldn't. Then we can go Moth Dust into Bellow and Crier, which I don't hate. Moth Dust into a Bellow and Crier into Persistent Petitioner. Not against it unless they tap out. Then we'll Moth Dust plus Petitioner. Yep. Thought Scour away your junk, being Mental Note, Spell Pierce. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can play a threat here. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they'll whiff on a turn for a threat, but we can hope. Because I'm not set up yet, and I'm a turn off setting up. That is good for us. Island into Bellow and Crier, and then we'll just mill the Forest over, right? No, we'll probably just, sorry, not mill the Forest. We'll discard the Forest, but I think we could discard the Island here. Because we probably want double green. Oh, we don't get that option. Yeah. Okay. What dust? Do you have a force spike? No. We'll attack for 1 here. So then next turn we should have the 4 petitioners. I'm assuming they didn't have a way to make this cheaper by what? Like, they probably got a terror in hand. I'm guessing they have a terror in hand and they didn't have a way to make it cost 1 while still holding up counterspell. So they thought they'd wait a turn. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why are they paying 2 for it? Okay. Oh, they're playing another terror? Yeah. Cool. Okie dokie. We'll take 10 here, which is pretty scary, but we'll play double Petitioner, mill them, and then we'll have double Moments Piece up. We'll play that. And then we'll play that. And then we'll just mill them 12, end of their turn. And then play Moments Piece into having double Moments Piece and just hopefully stay alive on 10. Double Terror is pretty scary though. Could also look at blocking too. Not this turn, but next turn maybe. Then they'll mill 24. You can surveil to your heart's content. Doing some interaction like the counterspell or something. They draw a card. They don't mill it. Okay. Yes, so they've drew an extra card, so 2 cards. So a Demon Inferior would cost 2, right? You mill 12. I guess I do have to say second from top right. And hope that the next card's a good card. Well, an advisor at least. It was not, it was an island. I feel like 19 lands is too many also. We're very flooded in like the last 3 games. There were 3 cards in hand. Oh. Yes. So, what's the plan here? So, we're an island as well. Not that that matters, but there's no point. Obviously, no point in time for them. We play this out. Then we play the islet. And then what? What's our game plan here, though? So, we need to mill 3 times. Right? And that's probably the issue. 1 card. So we could mill 12 for us, try and hit the 2 Moments Piece. Or we can just double block, mill 12. Hope that's good enough. Or we could block, or block, mill us 12. And hope that's good enough. Hope we hit a Moments Piece to Moments Piece next turn. We're definitely going to blocks. So we have to block here and have to block here. Right? So who are we milling? That's interesting. So they got a 12, they got a 17 cards. And the only real way we're winning is if we draw 2 of Bellow Crier or 3 of Pond Prophet. Or Moments Piece into double. Because we need to activate, what, another 2 times here? 12, 24. We actually need to activate another 3 times. We have no Gnaw to the bone to just buy us that time either. Maybe keeping Gnaw to the bone is probably advised, but the Demon Fury was the Demon Fury into whiffing was the bad thing there. If we had another turn, like if we had milled them another 12, like they'd be going to 5 cards in hand here. And now we need a guy, them to not have a counter spell or removal spell. And them not have another guy. Okay, they've got another guy. Sure. Also do. 1 card in hand there. Blah, blah, blah. Go, draw. God, come on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to play this land out. And then I have to... So, block doesn't work. So I have to mill myself 2 and hope that there's a Moments Piece in there. And I have to do it now because I've only 1 card in hand. Moments Piece, Moments Piece, Moments Piece. Moments Piece, Moments Piece, Moments Piece, Moments Piece, Moments Piece, Moments Piece, Moments Piece. Oh! Woo! Play 2 rounds, boys. No point in attacking for them. They've now got 2 cards in hand. Tapping out. Are they playing anything? What are they doing? Draw, Moments Piece. What the hell? Come on, deck. Like, we're already fighting on like an absolute down area, so... Alright, here we go again. Moments Piece. Moments Piece. Okay. Well, see you guys for the 5th and final round. Hey guys, welcome back here to round number 5. Let's go. Can we manage to 2-3 this bad boy? Double Seraph Sanctuary. Gonna get the island here off the Bountiful Landscape into Petitioner, into Automaton Petitioner. And we'll go Bountiful Sanctuary. Just so we maximise that life gain. So we seem to be against a white deck. Probably White Weenie. Making that call pretty early on, but I think we should make said call. Petitioner, white. Yeah, so White Weenie here. And we've got triple Petitioner, so that pretty much should be good. They only have a limited number of removal spells. Graven Charm. Obviously, this Prismatic Strands and all that sort of good stuff doesn't really matter too much. We do need another blue source, though. So we can play Glistener Seer and Petitioner. But other than that, should be okay. I am not blocking, not attacking. They have the Eagles to the north for planes. Bring them back a planes. And swing for 3, that's fine. Okie dokie. Gnaw to the bone. I guess I just go Petitioner into land past the turn. Obviously, we can utilise the mill ourselves 12 Gnaw to the bone to actually gain some life to survive too. So hopefully this is enough to kind of get there. Raven Inspector here. Raven Inspector's fine. I wonder if they have a Thraben Charm here. Be interesting to see what they do. They could have a Journey too, but attack for 5, that is okay. The fact that they can only have 1 piece of removal here also. 2, 4. Mill 12, please. I could have also played Moth Dust there, but I don't think it's needed. Like, these can block here, or this and this can block there, for example. Moth Dust obviously gains us 2. If we need to, we will obviously gain a bunch by milling ourselves 12. But I think this is better for blocking anyways, because I'd rather block with this Militia Bugler, that's fine. You keep pulling cards from your deck, I do not mind. 35, so we need to act, what, 3 times? We can mill 13 here, so we mill 4, tap 4 and then tap 1 for another one. Not that I don't think it increases it by much, to be fair. We get a Bugler from a Bugler. Flash that back, sure. Obviously, as I say, the more they overextend, the more we have Gnaw to the bone anyways. I don't really mind. Then a hit for 5. Down to 11. I couldn't mill myself 1, but I ultimately don't think that's necessary. Another Gnaw to the bone, okay. Then Moth Dust, gain 2. 13. And then we'll pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we actually only need 2 more guys. And then we can double mill, which kills them. I think I'm probably going to end up likely Gnaw to the bone in here. 5. They're going to swing here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if I block... I need to block 1, right? If I block here and force the Super 2, I can play mills 12. We now have 10 creatures in the yard. We'll gain 20. Then we'll also scry. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I don't want this. So I just need to double activate here. So I just need to Gnaw to the bone, gain some life, mill them 12, untap, mill them 12. That's sort of the game plan, right? I would like a 1-drop. Not the end of the world. Second blue lands, also not the end of the world. And we'll just pass again. Yeah. The awkward thing, I guess, is Thraben Charm. Yes. So say if we go to Gnaw to the bone here, there's a world where they exile our graveyard, and then we have to mill 12, exile our graveyard, I'm assuming. So they exile our graveyard, we have to mill 12 again, or 18. I don't really care too much about that. I should have probably done it then. 29, 17, because I don't have a pump spell. I also should have left one to mill them, but I don't think it'll end up mattering. Listener Seer, it's fine. And then I think we'll just gnaw here, gain some more life. Apply the can't Thraben Charm. And then go from there. Yeah. So, sideboard wise, I think Gnaw to the Bone, Moments Piece all seem fine. 5. And then Mass Vandal's not needed. Do we need all this stuff? We need all the Gnaw to the Bones, probably just that, right? And go from there. So, we have an interesting hand. I.e., it's a 1-lander and a bunch of 1-drops that are easy to cast. We have 2 draws in Find the Land. But we have a Gnaw to... I think I'm actually going to keep this. Our opponent's multi 6. So, could be wrong, but... And we can also scry to it as well. We get 3 looks and more 1-drops. So I'll likely just block here. Hopefully they don't journey it. Okay. I'm assuming they're not bringing in, keeping in Prismatic Strands. Could discard, okay. Got a random card, not attacking, as expected. Let's scry. We don't need that. Draw, land, no! No! We really need a lander. But we did see, we had 3 looks at a land with 19 lands in our deck. I think that was pretty likely. Especially with a scry, but it's also not the end of the world. We missed 1 land drop. I'm okay with this as well. 2. Journey, probably the Glistener Seer. Yep. Now we really need to find a land. Well, we found a land. And I took out all the Mass Vandals too. So, well, I'm not blocking, so I might as well attack. Doesn't matter too much. We're going to look at Persistent Petitioner into Automaton or Moth Dust, whichever really helps. But it doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. Into the Grange. 2/2, that's fine. 2 cards in hand now. 5. Cool. Put out 11. Land. That is a land of fashions. So we'll Generous Ent here. For a forest. And I think we played both of the 2 guys outright. 1, 2. No, I think we played the Petitioner actually. And the reason for that is it means that if we draw a land next turn, we can play Moth Dust, still mill 12, and then hold Gnaw to the Bone up. Probably a Thraben Charm here for the Persistent Petitioner. Which again is fine. 1 card in hand. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Good double block. But like if that's the case, I'll do that for next turn. Okay. Oh. Land. Automaton. 2 cards in hand. I'm assuming they've got another another Thraben Charm, I'm guessing. Do a double block here. This is fine if this is a whatever it's called, the plus whips 2. Moth Dust. I think I'm support. They've kept a very obviously removal heavy hand, which is fine for them. 2 mana, 4. Skyfisher, sure. Again 2. I don't really care about that bit. Yep. We're gonna bounce the Rafine. They bounce. Oh, the Idyllic Range. Okay. And then I'm gonna put it on this. Put it on that. Okay. Go. They're swinging. I think I'm supposed to double block the 3/2. They have the pump spell. 2, 4. We got an island here. And then a Gnaw to the Bone. Again 4. Again. Yeah. They don't die. We don't die. We got 1. We got no cards in hand. Okie dokie. On the plus side here, we can actually not stabilize, but sort of. We have 4 guys in the bin. I'm do this now before they get a card in the hand. Gaining that, going to 9, gaining 8. We can block a 2. Yep, they don't attack. Okay. I'm hoping for a Persistent Petitioner here. I should have tapped a green there, but it will live. I want to leave this untapped as well. I didn't want to scry there. For a card. They're reading it. They're reading it. We got a reader! We'll keep this in hand in case we draw a Bellowing Crier. Yeah. Well, not sort of okay. Going to 2 cards in hand. I'm assuming the other card was a 3M champ or a land. The novice inspector. Okay. We're going to 9, huh? Yep. Leave my glistener seer alone. 2 manas. Oh, Skyfisher, that's fine. I'm assuming they're going to bounce the novice inspector because it can turn that into a card. Oh, the bounce of Grange, okay. Because they're going to try and get over the 0-3. Yeah. So let's block here, take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I don't hate that. Down to 2. And then we'll scry here. Petitioner. Oh, come on, deck, man. We have 12 of them. Well, we have 11 of them left. There's one there. I guess I'm gaining 8, right? Is that pretty much where we're at? 3, 6. I don't want to do that. I want to do that. 2. Beans informant. Against life, yada yada yada. I do the Grinch, so they have 0 cards in hand. I discard the planes. This is a 2-1. It's a 3-4. That's okay. So 3, 6, 7, 8. So we block a 2. We double block here. So we're taking 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have to block again. If we're going to kill a 1, the only thing is that if we do something like this, like this, so we take 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 3? Got 2 there. I'm only left with 2 guys though. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's what we've got to do. 3, 4, 5, and then we'll scry. Try and find something useful. Moment's Peace. Profit into Petitioner. That sort of rigmarole. So both our guys, we will scry. Persistent Petitioner. Does that really cut it now? That's the awkward thing. So we're on 2 and we died of flyers here. We died this flyer and this flyer. So Persistent Petitioner doesn't actually do it. And this is probably why we're going to lose now. It was too late on finding our other 11. Yeah. Our other 11 Persistent Petitioners. I think I want some number of Mass Vandals back. Probably 2. Seems okay. And then we'll cut Crier. I'm cutting land because I want to see if 18 lands is right. Because I feel like 19 lands feels like too many. I just feel like I'm constantly flooded. I can keep this though. Double Petitioner. Effectively 3 lands here. Doesn't seem too out of the question. We got Islet. Islet, Seer. And then Generous End for a Forest. Seems fine to me. Or we could go Seer. Yeah, we could go Seer, Islet. Because then we get Scry. Yeah, that seems better. So we get Shuffle for a Forest. Then Scry and play Islet. I'm okay with that. Because they're probably going to play a 1-drop here. I get a Forest here. Then Scry. No, we'll just draw. Islet. Pass. And then we'll scry after the block. Then we get to play Bellowing Crier. Probably discard a land. Yes, it's fine. Discard an action piece. Like a Battle Screech. A Bugler again. Got 4 cards in hand. Assuming they're not attacking. We'll scry. We want a 1-drop. We'll accept a 2-drop as well. I'll pretty much keep any advisor here, I think. Generous End. I don't think I want the Generous End. I'll just put that to the bottom because I have 4 lands already. Draw. Island. So I'll play the Forest I know about. And I'll just play Bellowing Crier. Probably discard an island here. We got a Reader! And that's 2. Alright, that's 2 advisors. Got a 4 next turn. We should be sort of okay. Yep. Discard a land here, and look, I'm passing the turn. So this can kill this can block this, so it'd be interesting to see if they do attack. I'm gonna take it. 3, 4. I'll take this one, and then once I've got 4, I'll start blocking. Interesting to see what they end up planning. Especially if they manage to play, if they're playing a 3-drop, like another Bugler or something. Yeah. Totally fine. Take 4. They're just going to play a 3-drop. Play Raffines. Okay. They're on turn 3, so they don't have a removal spell here. Which is good. You gain a life, you can hive, you can... Okay. And then we scry. Want something good. Seraph Sanctuary, I don't think we want that. It does gain life, but obviously not right now. We would need to draw some more goodness. 1-3. 1-3. Pass the turn. And then we can block. So we can block here, potentially. 3 cards in hand. Play the lamp for the turn. Are they going to Draven Charm here? Ah. So we will mill you 4. I think that's fine to do so. Whee! Mill you 4. Or mill you 12, sorry. So they did get a Battle Screech. That's okay. I've got another removal spell for this. Or Skyfisher, huh? Bouncing a land or they're bouncing a Ravine? I'm assuming they're bouncing a land. Because they played this pre-combat. Yep. And then they get a swing for 3, for 5, 6. That 10. Oh, they got a Battle Screech swing for 3. Okay. They must have... I'm assuming they've got the card in hand. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to play land. I'm going to play the Persistent Petitioner. Do I play the second one or not? So we need to mill them 3 times. Feel like I'm going to not. I'm going to not play this, and then I'm going to hope to either mill a Moment's Peace or a... preferably a Moment's Peace. So if I block in a bunch of ways and then mill 12, I'd prefer to fog the Guardian's Pledge over gain some life and lose my guys, but it is what it is. Okay. Let's hope they don't have a removal spell here. They have a Journey. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do they have a removal and a... Yeah. Whee! So we got Moment's Peace. And a no. How many creatures in the no? 10. You can exile this, that's fine. Got 1 card in hand. And you're going to flash back that. Okay. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that? I'll take the life at this point, right? Gaining 20. So we just gain 10, got a 23. And then we play Persistent Petitioner here. And we can Persistent Petitioner and Moment's Peace and then mill them. We play this. We can mill them 12. And away we go. With a Moment's Peace in the graveyard. Oh, God. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can actually block in a pretty favourable way, right? Like, so this blocks this. This blocks this. And this can block this. Yeah? So then I mill them 12. Okay, so then I have the Guardian's Pledge here. That's fine. We then Moment's Peace. We lose nothing. Then we want to do this. 2, 4. Mill you 12. Whee! Damage is prevented. So flying wise, they have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We need to mill them 2 more times, huh? 2 more times. So is there a way that I die here? I don't think so. I'm going to play this. I'm going to discard most likely whatever I draw. Definitely whatever I draw. Then play this. And then now I can mill. Mill 4 and mill them 1 and scry. So the only thing is we don't have access to is any Gnaw to the Bones or Moment's Peace, but this isn't lethal. Like these flyers here. So that's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they need to do another 10 to us while also having 2 cards in hand. Core Skyfisher is fine. I do not care about your Core Skyfisher. The likelihood of having a third one as well is pretty slim. We've definitely milled 2 over, right? 1, 2, yeah, we've definitely milled 2 over. 2 mana for a Fiend's Informant. I think they're pretty much dead here, to be honest. So I can't see a way that they actually get out of this. Gonna draw, they discard a planes, they gain 1. On 29, 20 cards. We just need to block in a favourable manner that we don't lose any guys. And they swing all out. They're probably just going to swing the flyers, to be honest. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think they're just sort of hoping we make a mistake here. Yeah. So, managed to 2-3 this, and I think White Ween is probably pretty favourable. They've only got like 6 removal spells. We have Moment's Peace plus 0 to the bone. Like, once you've got round Graven Charm with the Exile Graveyard, it's not actually that bad. But yeah, pretty interesting game. So, overall, I think this deck is obviously a meme, don't get me wrong. I do think it needs another 1-mana guy. You want about 16, and I do think you want I'd probably cut an Islet, and I'd probably add another Petitioner. I don't know why you can't add another Petitioner from there, but I think 13 Petitioners seems okay. Like, I was constantly digging for them. I do also think that the whole Bellow Crier Prophet is probably better than Wind and Wear. I did actually, because it really gives you creature density really high. Like, so we have 18 lands and 2 Naught of the Bones. Everything else we mill is a creature. Like, obviously our sideboard by the spell stutters, which end up coming in, are actually spells. So then it allows you to really lower the creature count if needed. So, like, if you need to cut the Mass Vandals or the Generous Ent or whatever for Gnaws or whatever you need to do, like, it allows that potential to do that. But I do think you need another advisor at 1 mana, but I just don't think there is one. Yeah, deck's pretty sweet. I enjoyed this. This league's fun. Like, 2-3 is still fine. I will take that from a deck like this. And I'm really impressed by Pawn Prophet. That's surprisingly good. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss an upload. And also check out Manatraders. All the links are in the description below so you can rent this deck like I did. See you guys next time. Peace.